helping entrepreneurs explore new businesses is not just what we believe in, it has always been who we are. Since Gaurav packed his bags and left off in search of the extraordinary, we have opened and put more businesses on a growth path than anybody else. And the best thing about growth is that it never stops knocking on the doors of successful people. Successful people who are always looking for the right opportunity. We all get a moment with that opportunity. And right now, somewhere around you, right here, there is an opportunity waiting just for you. An opportunity that could lead you on your path for the rest of your life. As franchise Indians every day, everything we do is creating an opportunity for you. Because your growth is our business.
Good afternoon, everyone, and thank you so much for joining us on this webinar called Business Opportunity Over Chai. Business Opportunity Over Chai is a webinar series presented by the Management of Franchise India every day at 12 o'clock in the afternoon with an aim to introduce you to a new business opportunity. Today, like the same, we have a new brand today. It's called Barker and Meowsky. This is a brand from Mumbai. But before we talk about more about this brand, I would like to invite Rahul Sharma to set the context. But for the audience, the one who has joined, I would like to also inform you that you guys have the opportunity to ask questions related to the brand and the business opportunity. In case if you will have any kind of question, you please put it in the Q&A box to make this session more interactive, and we will take up all your questions post the brand presentation. Today I'm joined with Rahul Sharma, the VP Franchise India, and we also have Ashok Kumar, who's the senior consultant from Franchise India. I would request Rahul to please set the context.
Thank you so much, Bharat, for your time. First of all, good afternoon, everyone. And I want to wish you, first of all, happy Navratri, which is the most important and auspicious day in our. And I believe that this Navratri will make you the things good in your life. So today we are just giving an opportunity to be a part of Barkers and Meowsky, which is a pet category industry brand. So if you know, because everyone love the pets, but everyone want to start something in a pet industry, but they don't have any time or they don't have any thought process how they want to start. So I can tell you, and the brand which is known as Barkers and Meowsky, it is not only dealing with a cat or it is not dealing in a pet, but they're also dealing in both the cat and pet along with the grooming section. Because when you're going into the market, there's only some selected categories are available. Some is supplying only a supplies to the animal. Some is taking care of only dog, or someone is taking care of the cat, or someone is taking care of the grooming. But all four segments are present. That is only present in the Barkers and Meowsky. So we have a Pratik who is the founder and the of this brand, along with our Ashok ji. Ashok ji is our consultant who is the part of the Franchise India group. For any inquiry, you can directly reach to me. I can just share my contact number. Even you can also reach to the Franchise India team. We have an option. So currently we have a two option. One option is called as a unit franchisee. We are open for across all the metro cities. And the second, we have the master franchise. Someone would say, okay, I want to take the master franchisee. I want to work for a longer time. Then the master franchise is also available. So this is the beauty of Barker and Meowsky. They are providing all four services under a single roof. And the next 20 to 25 minutes, Ashokji and Pratikji will give you the more information about the brand in terms of the investment, in terms of the support system. So we are very clear about one thing, whatever the franchisee partners are coming, they must be profitable, and whatever the backend support is required in terms of the hiring of the staff, training of the staff, supply chain, or even in terms of the national marketing, because they are doing a lot of marketing on the Instagram, Facebook pages, and all the things that is taken care by the brand as a free of cost. So over to Ashokji and Pratikji to start and giving the brand information and all.
Hi guys. So this is Pratik, the co-founder of Barker and Meowsky. So I'll give you all a brief introduction to how we started the business and what exactly was on our minds when we started the business, and now at the stage that we are, and how we will be, supporting the franchise owners and how we will do the entire business. So Walker and Meowsky is a lockdown baby, I must say. So I'm actually so me and my wife are partners in the business. Rinki Gupta is my wife and my business partner. And one evening in the lockdown, we were just discussing business ideas. And because both of us are pet passionate people, and my wife was a pet owner since 14 years, we kind of shortlisted, the idea of starting and getting into something related to pets. During the lockdown, I have certified myself in dog grooming, dog behavior, dog nutrition, and more things related to dogs and cats. So before getting into the business, we were clear that we need to certify ourselves and understand what exactly we are getting into, and hence we started doing that. We started that on the journey of educating ourselves. As soon as that was done, we launched Barker and Meowsky in 2020, and operations commenced in 2021 April. So this is a bit about the start. Now a bit about the brand and how the name came in. And if you guys have seen the logo, we will soon share the presentation and the brochure and stuff like that. So the logo has a dog with a top hat and a cat with a monocle. Barker and Meowsky was started with the idea of imparting and imparting knowledge and empowering pet parents to give back to the pets what the pets have given to us as humans. Pets have given us unconditional love, everything, right? That's what we want to give back in terms of taking care of them, giving them the best services, giving them the best products. Being pet parents, we understood that there was a gap in getting services of a particular quality, and that's why we started doing this, right? So Barker and Meowsky started out as a retail store for pets and a grooming salon for pets and a small little cafe for pets. After a period when we realized that we need to move towards services to make the business a little more profitable also, that's when we moved and started to introduced the boarding service, the daycare service, and basically flipped the entire Barker and Meowsky model into a service based model now. So Barker and Meowsky is a holistic wellness center for pets now, where we are doing boarding, we're doing daycare, we're doing grooming, we're doing hydrotherapy, homeopathy, all the alternate healing methods like back flower, Reiki healing, acupuncture for pets. And now it's been a year. It's been 4 years to Barker and Meowsky, but it's been around 1.5 years to successfully running the service-based model and profitably running the service-based model. And that's when we've decided to expand our wings and and are looking for people to join us on the same journey. And so that's about the brand. And I think Ashok ji would be able to take you all through the financial side a little better.
Yeah, thank you, Pratik. I think the value that you have created in this business, I think very attractive, because if you look at the standalone, the product stores, those are very challenging, and these are not so profitable. So adding your the service into your business format, I think it makes it more lucrative and attractive for the franchisee owners, because in service industry you don't have the higher cost of service, so it brings the profitability. So now I think we will walk through a presentation quickly, and financial projections that we are bringing for our franchisee partners. So I'll just share my screen here.
Also, Pratik, I mean, in between, I would also like more to know about your, cafe, the pet cafe. That is also very interesting,
Right. So we were
part of
actually
your business.
we actually called ourselves India's first human-friendly pet cafe. I think everybody on the call would have visited a cafe that is pet-friendly at some point in their lives. But our cafe, since we are so driven towards giving the best to the pets, our cafe was a human-friendly cafe where the menu for the humans was lesser than that of a dog menu or a cat menu. So menu for the pets was the bigger menu than the human menu.
Okay.
And that was a place where the idea was that the pet can bring their human along for a coffee or something, not the human bringing their pet along for a coffee.
Okay, that's great. So let's go through with the presentation first, and then I
Sure.
will also be talking about the therapies that you provide to the.
Right. Sure.
Yeah, so as Pratik has explained already, like they have started their journey from a pet store, only for a food products, and then basically they have added additional services like pet training, grooming services, onboarding, and daycare services. So now they are providing, the best quality pet products as well as the services and awesome experience for the pet parents and the healthy environment for pets. Right. So the services that Barker and Meowsky offers, yes, a pet boarding. So as we talked about, ensuring high quality and friendly environment for the attendees. Pet daycare facilities. So pet, if you look at the the whole industry, pet care industry, I think the services for pet daycare, I think, are very limited or not available in the markets. So this gives, there's a lot of market opportunity. Once we see some of the data about the pet parents in India and number of like pets in India, so that will give you the volume and quantum of the business that can generate. Similarly, we have like pet grooming services, and so pet now another part of this business. This is not only for dogs, so this is all categories of pet that parents keep. No. Similarly, so these are like some of the grooming services. In grooming, they have cleaning services, de-shedding services, nail, bath, uh, conditioning, blow dyeing, and sanitary trim. So that's a all set of services in grooming category that Barker and Meowsky offers. But why Walker and Meowsky? So if you look at the business model, so that is the single and one stop solution for your all pet care needs, right? Starting from your, the daycare or your grooming services, your training services, lodging services, especially like parents, pet parents who are like traveling or are the frequent flyers. They don't know where to basically, uh, put their pet safely. So I think daycare facilities and boarding facilities is much more valuable business and service for the pet parents. uh, Pet hotels market is growing quite rapidly. So, and the advantage for the franchisee partners who associate with Barker and Meowsky, they are going to be the first mover advantage and basically higher gains in the long run. So initially, because this business will take some time, because as you create now awareness, marketing, so once you reach out to these parents, that means it will take some time, but for a long term business, it's going to be a very high profitable business. Now look at some of these number for pet population. So if you look at overall, India has almost more than 40 million pet. 40 million pet means 4 crore pet. So that means that is the total demand, right? So this is a theoretical total demand, but of course, to service this demand, it will take some time, to create that kind of awareness and facility available for all pet parents. That means we need to bring our, the centers all over the country. Then only you can service this kind of demand, right? Now, if you look at the top, basically pet ownership, by generations, of course, baby boomers like 26%, builders 4%, your Gen X population is 24%, Gen Z 14%, and millennial 32%. So that means basically, if you look at the affordability of these services, your Gen Z, Gen X, and millennial population have the basically higher capacity to pay for these services. And again, the services that we are offering, so of course, depending on the market and city and location, you can have a different price positioning for each market. Right now, if you look at the overall pet care industry, so pet care industry is it was around 7,400 crores in 2021, and this market is expected to be like 21,000 crores. That means it is expected to grow by 300% in 10 years. So that means your demand for this service is going to be 3 times more than current market size. Yes, of course, if you look at the overall market size, food is the largest segment that account for 45% of the market share. And then pet accessories is another 25%. If you look at the pet grooming services, so pet grooming services is around 20%. And that market is going to increase significantly. And the pet healthcare segment, if you look at, so that is the smallest market segment, is 10% market share. Right, and this industry, if you look at overall, we see 19 to 20% growth rate. Right. Then, if you look at the pet retail sales, so in 2021, it was more than $400 million was your total retail sales, and this retail sale is expected to double in the next 4 years. So that means the market for food products is also growing at a rapid scale. So if you look at the growth rate in the outer years, this shows like 16% growth rate. But if you look at the pet care, overall industry is growing at a 20%, where your pet food is growing only at 16%. That means it suggests the service industry is going to attack more market share, because it is going to grow more than 20% growth rate to achieve 20% average, right? So it may grow at 25 to 30% growth rate. Then is only possible that your industry achieve your 19 to 20% growth rate. Right. Another market is your pet hotel market again. So if you look at the overall pet hotel market, was like is $5 billion as of 2024, and this is expected to grow at a growth rate CAGR of like 8.6%. So this industry is expected to be more than $11 billion in 2034. So this suggests basically, that market has a significant growth. So this is the right timing for the investors and the franchisee partners to invest and to get into this business, so they can have an early mover advantage in the industry. Now again, so we have looked at the key trends in the pet hotel market. So yes, of course, humanization of the pets, travel and tourism, safety and well-being of your pets, and specialized services. So these are the 4 key drivers for the industry. So that suggests basically the market growth going forward. Now, so what is the proposal that we are bringing for our franchisee partners? So Barker and Meowsky, they are already running their company stores in Mumbai, and now we are offering unit franchisee model and the master franchisee model. So for master franchisee rollout, we have in the next couple of slides. For single unit franchisee, we are looking only for the franchisee owned, franchisee operated partners. So they need to set up the center and they need to run the center. Where Barkan and Meowsky team, they will facilitate, they will train your staff, they will help you in terms of setting up the infrastructure facility, and they will manage the entire supply chain. But the franchisee partner, he has to run the daily operations. Once it comes to the master franchisee, because beyond Mumbai region, if somebody wants to take a the larger area or the entire city, then basically they can set up their own centers, and plus they will have the right to sub franchise further. So by master franchisee, they will have an exclusive right for a territory, and there they can utilize Barker and Monsky, their trademark, their logo, their marketing material, and they can appoint sub franchisees. And then the training these sub franchisee partners is the responsibility for the master partners. So now, if you look at some of these unit economics, here, this is for a single store if you want to set up. So the area requirement is going to be around 2,000 to 3,000 square feet area we require minimum to set up the store. Your initial investment in the store is going to be 40 to 45 lakh rupees. Initial one-time non-refundable franchisee fee is 3 lakh rupees plus your GST amount. The per month revenue that we seek at a conservative side is 5 to 8 lakh rupees kind of per month revenues. A royalty to the brand is 5%, and this royalty is being paid only on the service revenues. This is not applied to your product sales because product are being supplied at a margin. So if you look at the cumulative returns for my franchisee partner in next 7 years is around 500%. So cumulative return here shows like 470%. So that means if you are investing 40 lakh rupees, that means you will make 2.8 crore rupees of profit in the business. So even after you take out your like 40 lakh rupees of your initial investment that you invested in the business, that means you are going to make like 2.4 crores in 7 years. The master license is also available at 15 lakh rupees. So that is the license fees for my master partners. Lock-in period for the business is 3 years, and the payback for the franchisee we expect within 2 to 3 years. The rollout plan, if you look at, so we are initially targeting the metro cities and the state capitals of India. Right, and then we have the master franchisee opportunities. So we have divided whole country into 20 equal clusters. So each cluster with a minimum performance we are saying of 10 units, we are giving a license for master franchisee, where my master franchisee has to set up at least one center on his own, and remaining 9 they can sub franchise. Sorry. So there is not the number of units that we are talking about. This is the minimum performance. So 10 units is not the limit. It's depending on the market demand. The franchisee can set up more centers. And the sub-franchisee fee that you charge from the sub-franchisee centers will be shared 50% with the brand and 50% with the master franchisee. Same thing applies to my royalties. So royalties are 50% share for master franchisee as well as for the brand. The kind of partners we are looking, of course, we are looking for the partners. Somebody has his own property that is more attractive. So that is the first priority. Second priority, the investor who has sufficient bandwidth and operating capability to run basically day-to-day operations. Support, basically, if you want that kind of support that you get from Barker and Meowsky. So again, starting from your site selection, approval, store development, design, furniture, fixture, requirement, centralized POS integration, inventory, your pet grooming professionals, staff training. So you will get entire support in terms of setting up the entire business. And company will also support you with your launch marketing plan and how to execute it. Once the launch store launch is done, then basically Barker and Meowsky team will hand over you the store to run day-to-day operations. And then you will have basically ongoing support from Barker and Meowsky team. So regarding your pet care and grooming services, your promotional schemes, special offers, store widgets, audits, as advisories, your training for your staff, to be ongoing basis to run the store successfully. Tie up for the product procurement will be facilitated by Berper and Meowsky team. And at the later stage, uh, we will also go for celebrity endorsements, right? So, and that the advantage the franchisee will get equally. So with this, I will end the presentation, and Bharat, over to you if you want to take some queries, and then we will run the financial projections.
Right. Thanks so much for the detailed presentation, Ashok. So Pratik, you there?
Yes, I'm here. I'm here.
Okay, so yeah, I mean, see, the kind of business model that you are presenting is really, very innovative, and I really appreciate that you at least you grab the opportunity during the pandemic.
Yes.
Now, the similar kind of requirement I can see definitely, I can say that a similar kind of opportunity we can also have in tier one cities, especially where people are, yeah, of course, the pet lovers, but they really don't have time to, take care of them. So, this kind of business opportunity can surely cater to those. Um, so, yes, at onboarding to daycare to grooming service to cafe, and also you were talking about something related to the hydrotherapy. Could you please also highlight what is hydrotherapy and how you do that basically? What all
So
things are required?
hydrotherapy is basically a kind of a therapy that is used in a lot of scenarios like post-operation recovery, muscle strengthening, joint strengthening, weight loss, lot of changes. So hydrotherapy is basically like a tank which has a treadmill inside it. So the dog has to get inside the tank, and then we slowly start filling the tank up with water, and then we make the dog work out in the water. Because how it helps you is because the water will help you stay afloat and will not put too much pressure on the joints. That's how it is improving the joint mobility without putting extra strain on the joint. Also, it is a very good form of exercise for dogs who want to lose weight.
Okay. Do you need any particular kind of setup to have these therapies at your
Yes,
center?
yes. The hydrotherapy machine is a setup in itself. It is
Okay.
quite an extravagant setup. So yeah, that's one of the things.
So that is, that also comes into your business model. So that is something separate. The investor need to buy or
Hydrotherapy
arrange.
would be something separate.
Okay, something separate.
Yeah, because that cost itself is around one third of the whole investment.
Okay. And what about the other therapy that you have, like
The
homeopathy?
acupuncture, the batch flower, and the homeopath, we are already in the process of shortlisting people in different cities. So they would be providing, and we are trying to create a network of specialists so that we can help the franchisee connect with them.
Okay, that's great.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
all the viewers, this is absolutely a fantastic, business opportunity. In terms of return, in terms of the kind of opportunity that you can have
Yes.
in the tier one cities. In case if you have any question, you please put it in the Q&A box. Meanwhile, Cherian sir has a question
Sure.
related to financials. Ashok sir, if you could take that, please.
Okay, definitely. So I will just present my screen, and we will take you basically through the financial projections that we have prepared. So I
Right.
think that will answer rest of the queries.
Sure.
Okay. Okay. So the area requirement in the presentation, we said we require 2,000 to 3,000 square feet area. So boarding and daycare facility require around 1,250 square feet. Your retail product store around 150 square feet. Grooming stations around 250 square feet, and hydrotherapy 350 square feet. So that's the total is 2,000 square feet. Rental per month we have considered around 75,000 rupees per square feet, because the location we need, we don't require to be at a prime location or in a
We don't need a main road facing, nothing like that.
correct.
Quieter the better.
Yeah, in terms of investment, if you look at my basically boarding and daycare facility, it's close to 9 lakh rupees is the investment. Product store around 2 lakh rupees, 3 lakh rupees towards the basically grooming stations, and hydrotherapy is around 3.5 lakh rupees. So total investment is around 17 lakh rupees. That is the capex. Other investment you require basically in terms of equipment. So boarding and daycare equipment around 1.5 lakh rupees, 1 lakh rupee equipment for the store, grooming around 5 lakh rupees, and hydrotherapy around 15 lakh rupees. So that's around 22 lakh rupees. Other expenses are you basically branding and signage 50,000 rupees, your POS software 50,000 rupees, various licenses required to run the business around your 40,000 rupees, and 3 lakh rupees is your franchisee fee. So that's another 4.4 lakh rupees. So total is your 43 lakh rupees. So 44 lakh rupees is the total capex in the business. Initial inventory for the store is around 2 lakh rupees. If you look at my revenue streams, so you have the revenue from the product sales. So around 16% of your revenue you drive from your product sales. From boarding and daycare around 38%, grooming services around 25%, and 14% is your from events, and that's your total revenue. Right now, let's have a look at the P&L statement. So revenues that we are talking about here is around close to 4.8 or 5 lakh rupees per month, goes up to 8 lakh rupees per month in the year 7. We have considered very conservative revenues. If you look at my royalties of 5%, marketing expense around 10,000 rupees per month, rent is your 75,000 rupees per month. Then you have the human resources. So of course, the property manager or the franchisee himself, even he is like putting his time in the business. That means he has to consider his cost as well. So we have considered 30,000 rupees per month for him. Operating staff, we require 3 people at 45,000 rupees. We require 2 cleaners, 15,000 rupees. Hydrotherapist, we require 1 at 35,000 rupees per month, and groomers we require 2 at 60,000 rupees. So your total, and plus 1% of sales we have kept for staff incentives. So it's a 1.85 lakh rupees per month kind of the salaries you pay to the staff. Other utility expenses, your electricity and water 20,000 rupees a month. Your software renewal license is 15,000 rupees for the year. Telephone internet expense is around 1,500 rupees a month. 5,000 rupees towards your general maintenance. So your total is 42 lakh rupees. So if you look at my EBITDA for the first year, is 15 lakh rupees is your profit, and second year is 22 lakh rupees and goes up to 37 lakh rupees. Now, if you look at your monthly take home that franchisee makes in this business, start at 1.3 lakh rupees per month, goes up to 1.8, 2.3, and goes up to more than 3 lakh rupees per month kind of take home for the franchisee partners and investors. So at an investment of 44 lakh rupees, the franchisee makes his break even in 26 months. No. So I think that's it. I hope this answers all financial related questions.
Absolutely right. So Mr. Cherin, in case, even if you want to have more detail and a conversation about this business, then of course you can connect to us at our hotline number, right? That will be a good idea, right? Our hotline number is 9717683838. Or you can also connect with us at, by writing of the email at franchiseindia.in. Rahul has also shared his mobile number. You can also connect on that number, and so that we can have a detailed discussion about the brand opportunity, and we will fix all your queries. So, Pratik, thank you so much. So I guess that's it for the day. Hopefully, Ashokji explained everything about the brand. And this brand is really a very good opportunity. As I said, that we really have a very good opportunity in tier one cities. I mean, it's really very difficult to find a very good, brand like this who take care of pet, very well. So that is what we have. Any last few lines, Pratik, you would like to convey to the investors before we end this session?
I mean, we would just be more than happy for more people to join us on our journey to give back to the pets what the pets have given us. Like I said, so the vision that we have is to have a center in every city of the country, and eventually every country of the world, to have more and more. And it's going to be a really proud moment for everybody. And even if it's a franchisee that's joining us, it's all a family. So I would consider every franchise owner to be our family member, and to join us on the journey that we've embarked on.
That's
So
good. Thank you so much.
we just want to serve. We just want to serve the pets, and
Absolutely.
yeah.
All right, so that's it for the day. Viewers, thank you so much, Shokji and Pratik, for joining us for this webinar
Thank you.
and explaining all the aspects of this business very well. So that's it for the day. Viewers, in case if you would like to get in touch with us, as I said, that you can connect to us at 9717683838, or you can also write to us at feedback@franchiseindia.in. Tomorrow, we will again connect with a new brand at the same time, 12 o'clock, and we will explore another business opportunity. Till then, take care and have a nice day. Thanks so much.